Hey YouTube, Katrina here with AK Booze Review coming at you. Today I actually have a new Budweiser product that I wanted to try with you guys today. And when I was shopping at the store, I actually saw that Budweiser came out with their own Nitro beer. If you haven't watched a lot of my videos and you don't know a lot of my background, I actually was a general manager of the largest liquor store up here in Alaska for quite a few years. And I've also been drinking for a really long time. So I had the opportunity when I was 18 to go over to Germany, tried a lot of really good beers, really dark, stout beers. And just because a beer is dark doesn't mean it's difficult to drink. Quite the opposite, actually. If a beer is made really well, then it doesn't matter what color it is. It's going to have an overall very smooth, very almost a milky substance the darker the beer. So I actually enjoy a lot of milk stouts. I'm not sure if this is a milk stout. It says it's just a Nitro Reserve Gold, so I'm assuming it might be a lighter beer. But I do think it's kind of funny that, not funny, I guess kind of cool that Budweiser came out with their own Nitro beer. And basically what Nitro means is that you really want to enjoy it cold, but it's got more gases in it basically. So what happens is when you pour the beer, you do need to drink it out of a glass. You really shouldn't be opening the can and drinking it straight out of the can because the gases really need to mix, and it needs to, I guess, mix the beer up and make the overall flavor very palatable, very easy to drink. So today we're going to try this. And with Nitro beers, you want them to be mixed well. So one of the things that Budweiser recommends on their packaging is that you just tip the can 3 times. Obviously, you don't want to shake it, right? Because it's like not good because then it's going to explode when you open it. But basically, you just want to make sure that everything's mixed well in the can. And then when you do open the can, I'm just going to tap on it a little bit, make sure I didn't like shake it up too much. Kind of gets, you know, the carbonation to not explode on me. Basically, so a Nitro beer, when you do pour it, you'll see what happens, I guess. Not the typical Nitro that I'm used to. So I'm used to like milk stouts that you can really watch the creaminess come from the bottom of the glass and it mixes up with it. So this one you can kind of tell that the creaminess is really mixing, but it is a golden ale like I said I thought it was going to be. I actually like Nitro stouts a little bit better than the golden stout or the golden Nitros. I just feel like they have overall better flavor. So that's personal opinion, of course. You take it or leave it. It is what it is. But it actually smells decent for a Budweiser. There's a little bit more flavor to it. So Budweiser to me is like drinking very watered down beer. You can drink a lot of them and the potency just isn't there. It's a very light beer. It's probably like maybe 5% alcohol max. And so yeah, especially if you get into like Bud Lights and stuff, you can really, it's just like water. You might as well just drink water. This one has, I don't know what I'm smelling. Very yeasty. That's what I smell. I smell a lot of yeast in there. It's okay. It tastes like you took a Budweiser and you added, I don't know, some yeasty beer and like a little bit of heft to it. It's overall flavor. I still taste Budweiser. If you like Budweiser, not a bad thing. It's almost like they just tried to make Budweiser just a little bit more flavorful overall. I just get the yeast compounds from it, like the yeast. I just can't get past the Budweiser flavor. It still tastes like a Budweiser. And I know that it is a Budweiser beer. So I get that. But at the same time, a Nitro beer to me is supposed to be a very flavorful, very robust, super smooth, palatable, drinkable beer. Like Left Hand Nitro beers they're just delicious. They're delicious. Left Hand is one of my favorite milk stouts. And so what Budweiser basically did is they just took their beer, which, if I'm going to be honest, is not a beer that I would go out and buy to drink it. I prefer Bud Light over Budweiser. Only because the Budweiser flavor itself, it's just not a good flavored beer to me. I like, like Hefts and Wheats and Reds and Browns and Stouts and Porters. Those are my favorite beers because they have a lot of flavor to them. There's a lot of like vanillas, and you saw my review, I'm sure, on the peanut butter milk stout, which was, oh my God, it's like peanut butter in a glass. So, I mean, it was good. This isn't bad per se. It's just basically your typical golden ale, but it still tastes like Budweiser. Do I think that Budweiser might be onto something? Sure, of course. But what I think that they should do is not use their basic recipe and then throw Nitro in the mix and say that it's like, and then charge $10 for a 6-pack and almost make it seem like it's a craft beer. If I'm going to spend $10 on a 6-pack, it's going to be on, like, I don't know, a really good Stone or Left Hand or the local beers like Cassix or Alaskan or Denali Brewing. I mean, Alaskan, I only really like their Kolsch in their winter, but it's between you and I. But I just don't think that smacking a $10 label on a Budweiser Nitro is going to make it crafty. It really doesn't hit me as like a craft beer. This isn't something that I would bring to a party and be like, hey guys, guess what I brought? I brought Budweiser Nitro. Because at the end of the day, it tastes like Budweiser. That's my take on it. I don't know. I guess run with it. Do what you will with it. But like I said, I would not... I get it. It's still a Budweiser. I would still not drink it out of the can. I don't really like to drink out of the can anyways. I still prefer drinking beer from a can in a glass. And for those of you that don't understand, canned beer does not taste like aluminum, even though in the old days it did. So for those of you that are like, oh, I don't drink canned beer, I only drink beer out of a bottle. They actually have a lining inside of them, so it's impossible to taste the aluminum. I'm just saying. So I still don't like to drink from the can, though, because you get the flavor from the lip, and you don't know manufacturing-wise what they did with that lip. Or what kind of contaminants can be in there. So I still prefer mine in the glass. And I will post a link on, buying your typical pint beer glasses so you can buy them if you don't have them at home, or just whatever glass you have. But I don't know, Budweiser. That's what I taste. So anyway, yeah, I'll give you guys a link if you want to buy this. So if you want the crafty version of Budweiser, then there you go. I don't know if I would pay another $10 for it. No, I wouldn't. I can't say that. I would not pay $10 for this again. But yeah, so anyway, all right, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Hit that thumbs up button, and feel free to share my videos with your friends. I'm still trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. Really want to pop that bottle of Dom Perignon. And yeah, I take requests as well. And I think that's it. All right, you guys, enjoy.